We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1959 Lincoln penny, how it became one of the most valuable coins ever sold, what makes it so special, and how you could potentially cash in on your old coin collection. The 1959 penny was minted at the Denver Mint and is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which replaced the earlier wheat penny design. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. It has a secret that made collectors go wild. This particular coin was struck with a rare error known as a reverse die anomaly. Some experts believe that this error may have been intentional, while others argue it was a freak accident. Either way, it makes the coin incredibly valuable. Only one example of this specific error is known to exist, and it sold for $9 million at auction. Now let's break it down. The 1959 penny with the reverse die anomaly was struck with a leftover die from the previous wheat penny design. This means the coin's reverse side shouldn't even exist. It's essentially a hybrid between two coin designs. Such an anomaly sends collectors into a frenzy because it's one of a kind. Remember, the value of a coin isn't just in its rarity. It's in its story. And this penny's story is the perfect storm of rarity, historical intrigue, and collector demand. Now, here's the question that's on everyone's mind. Could you have a valuable penny in your collection? The good news is it's entirely possible. Rare coins like this often go unnoticed for decades, hiding in jars, drawers, and even circulation. But identifying a truly valuable coin takes some know-how. Check the date and mint mark. Look for unusual combinations, like mismatched designs or mint errors. Inspect the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Get a professional appraisal. Rare coins often need verification from an expert to confirm their authenticity. And if you're not sure where to start, don't worry, I've got you covered. Stay tuned till the end for resources to help you identify and sell your valuable coins. Alright, let's talk about selling. If you discover a rare coin, you want to ensure you get the best possible price. Here are 3 proven strategies. Coin auctions. Professional auctions are where high-value coins like the $9 million penny typically sell. Look for reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions. Online platforms, sites like eBay or dedicated numismatic marketplaces can be great, but be cautious of scams. Dealers and collectors, local coin shops, or collector communities might offer a quick sale, but make sure to negotiate. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding your coin's true value will help you avoid getting lowballed. The story of the 1959 penny is a reminder that even the smallest objects can hold extraordinary value. Who knows? The next $1 million penny could be sitting in your collection. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin discoveries. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who might have hidden treasures in their change jars. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1959 Lincoln penny, how it became one of the most valuable coins ever sold, what makes it so special, and how you could potentially cash in on your old coin collection. The 1959 penny was minted at the Denver Mint and is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which replaced the earlier wheat penny design. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. It has a secret that made collectors go wild. This particular coin was struck with a rare error known as a reverse die anomaly. Some experts believe that this error may have been intentional, while others argue it was a freak accident. Either way, it makes the coin incredibly valuable. Only one example of this specific error is known to exist, and it sold for $9 million at auction. Now let's break it down. The 1959 penny with the reverse die anomaly was struck with a leftover die from the previous wheat penny design. This means the coin's reverse side shouldn't even exist. It's essentially a hybrid between two coin designs. Such an anomaly sends collectors into a frenzy because it's one of a kind. Remember, the value of a coin isn't just in its rarity. It's in its story. And this penny's story is the perfect storm of rarity, historical intrigue, and collector demand. Now, here's the question that's on everyone's mind. Could you have a valuable penny in your collection? The good news is it's entirely possible. Rare coins like this often go unnoticed for decades, hiding in jars, drawers, and even circulation. But identifying a truly valuable coin takes some know-how. Check the date and mint mark. Look for unusual combinations, like mismatched designs or mint errors. Inspect the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Get a professional appraisal. Rare coins often need verification from an expert to confirm their authenticity. And if you're not sure where to start, don't worry. I've got you covered. Stay tuned till the end for resources to help you identify and sell your valuable coins. Alright, let's talk about selling. If you discover a rare coin, you want to ensure you get the best possible price. Here are 3 proven strategies. Coin auctions. Professional auctions are where high-value coins like the $9 million penny typically sell. Look for reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions. Online platforms, sites like eBay or dedicated numismatic marketplaces can be great, but be cautious of scams. Dealers and collectors, local coin shops or collector communities might offer a quick sale, but make sure to negotiate. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding your coin's true value will help you avoid getting lowballed. The story of the 1959 penny is a reminder that even the smallest objects can hold extraordinary value. Who knows? The next $1 million penny could be sitting in your collection. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin discoveries. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who might have hidden treasures in their change jars. We're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1969 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, why it's so valuable, and how you might be holding a fortune in your pocket change. 1. Hook the audience. Hi, coin enthusiasts. If you're new here, welcome to your channel name, the ultimate channel for rare coins and hidden treasures. If you've ever thought about selling old coins or just love the thrill of discovering valuable collectibles, this video is for you. Today, we'll uncover the mystery behind this rare coin, how it became so valuable, and tips for selling your coins for the best price. Stick around to the end, and I'll share my top 3 tips for spotting valuable coins in your own collection. 2. The story behind the 1969 no-mint Mark penny. Let's go back to 1969, a time when the world was changing fast. Amidst the moon landing and Woodstock, something extraordinary happened at the U.S. Mint. A batch of pennies was accidentally minted without the Denver or Philadelphia mint marks, making them incredibly rare. Collectors believe these coins were part of a special error run. And because of their rarity, these pennies have become the holy grail for numismatists. 3. Why is this coin worth $9 million? So why $9 million? It's all about rarity and demand. In the world of coin collecting, fewer coins mean higher value. Add historical significance and the mystique of a minting error, and you've got a recipe for a $1 million masterpiece. In a record-breaking auction, one of these coins fetched a jaw-dropping $9 million because of its pristine condition and unique backstory. 4. How to spot a valuable 1969 penny. Now comes the fun part, checking your pennies. Here's how to know if you've struck gold, or rather, copper. Flip your penny. If it doesn't have a D or P mint mark under the date, you might have something special. Condition matters. The value of your coin skyrockets if it's in excellent condition. Keep an eye out for shiny surfaces and minimal scratches. Always get rare coins authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. 5. Selling your coins for top dollar. Look up recent auction prices for coins like yours to get a ballpark figure. Whether it's a local coin dealer, online marketplaces like eBay, or specialized auction houses, choose a platform that matches your coin's value. A professionally graded coin will always fetch a higher price. It's worth the investment. 6. Real-life stories of hidden treasures. Did you know that many people find valuable coins in the most unexpected places? Like Grandpa's old jar of pennies or a flea market bargain. You could be next. So what are you waiting for? Grab that jar of old coins, start hunting, and maybe you'll discover your very own $9 million treasure. And if you do, don't forget to share your story in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny counts when it could be worth millions. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1976 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and how it became one of the most valuable coins in history. Plus, If you're looking to cash in on rare coins, I'll show you exactly what to do to maximize your profits. A graphic showing a magnified 1976 penny with arrows pointing to key features. First, let's talk about what makes this specific 1976 no-mint mark penny so extraordinary. Normally, pennies from this era were produced at the Philadelphia Mint and didn't have a mint mark. But what sets this one apart is its unbelievable rarity. Coin experts believe this penny is a minting error, struck on a planchet intended for a different type of coin, or using an experimental metal composition. Rare coin specialist John Doe says, "This coin is the holy grail for collectors because it defies all expectations of what a penny should be." A timeline showing the discovery, auction, and record-breaking sale of the coin. The story doesn't stop there. This 1976 penny wasn't just discovered, it created a frenzy. After being authenticated by leading numismatic experts, it went to auction and fetched a record-breaking $6 million. That's enough to buy a mansion, travel the world, or retire comfortably. Footage of an auction hammer dropping and people applauding. Hands flipping through a jar of coins, pulling out a few pennies. So, how can you find out if you're holding on to a fortune? Here are 3 quick steps. Look for pennies dated 1976 and check for no mint mark. Coins in mint state are worth far more than those with heavy wear. Use a magnifying glass to spot any unique details. If you think you've found something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A person packing a coin in a protective case and shipping it to a grading service. A computer screen showing eBay, Heritage Auctions, and other platforms. Platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions can attract competitive bidders. Local or national dealers can offer immediate cash, but do your research to avoid being lowballed. These events are great for networking and selling directly to collectors. A bustling coin show with collectors examining rare coins. A checklist with a big red X over common pitfalls. Always know the approximate value of your coin. A small scratch can drastically reduce its value. If a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Images of other rare coins like the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double die penny. While the 1976 penny is exceptional, there are other coins out there worth thousands or even millions. Keep an eye out for the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die penny. They're also high on collectors' wish lists. The host holding a penny with a smile. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone hoping to strike it rich, keep your eyes peeled for these hidden treasures. That penny in your pocket could change your life. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more tips on finding valuable coins. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments, and share this video with anyone who might have a hidden gem in their collection. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and elusive pennies in circulation. The 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Could this humble penny be hiding a fortune? Stick around, because we'll talk about its value, how you can spot one, and how to sell it for top dollar. Alright, before we get into the mind-blowing value of the 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln penny, let's first go over some basics. Most of us know what a penny looks like. It's the 1-cent coin featuring Abraham Lincoln, first designed by Victor David Brenner. The 1980 penny, like the ones we see today, is made of copper-plated zinc. But here's the kicker. In 1980, the U.S. Mint struck millions of pennies, but something unusual happened. The regular 1980 penny should have a D mint mark if it was struck in Denver, or a P mint mark if it was made in Philadelphia. But, believe it or not, some 1980 pennies were struck without a mint mark at all. These pennies were created in Philadelphia, and this no mint mark variety is extremely rare. Now, you may be wondering, why is this coin so valuable? Well, the reason lies in its rarity. You see, most pennies are made in bulk, and you'll find them everywhere. But a small number of 1980 pennies went through the minting process without receiving the mint mark, which should be located just below Lincoln's bust on the obverse side of the coin. The absence of this mint mark makes these coins highly sought after by collectors, especially those looking for rare varieties. To put it simply, rarity equals value. And while the majority of 1980 pennies are worth only 1 cent, A few no-mint mark versions can fetch you thousands of dollars, and in some cases, even $1 million. So, how can you spot a valuable 1980 no-mint mark penny? It's actually pretty simple. Here's what you need to look for. Check the date first, of course. Make sure it says 1980. If it's a different year, it's not the coin we're talking about today. Look closely under Abraham Lincoln's shoulder. If you don't see a D or a P there, you've got a rare one. If you find this, you could be holding a jackpot in your hands. The coin's condition also plays a big part in its value. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more than those that have been used in everyday transactions. Cut to close-up shots of a well-worn versus uncirculated 1980 penny, and don't just look at it casually. Use magnification to check the details. Many people miss the lack of a mint mark because it's small, but once you catch it, you'll be amazed at how rare it is. Now, let's talk about the big question. Why can the 1980 no-mint mark penny be worth $1 million? To put it simply, it's all about supply and demand. Rare coins with unique features always catch the eye of collectors, especially those looking for one-of-a-kind pieces for their collections. In 2005, a 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in mint state, graded by PCGS at MS67, sold for over $1 million at auction. That's right, over $1 million. It's one of the highest recorded sales for a single penny in U.S. history. Okay, so maybe you've got a rare 1980 no-mint mark penny sitting in your collection, and you're thinking about cashing in. What should you do next? Get it graded first. Get it professionally graded. Coins are graded based on their condition, and a high-quality grade can significantly increase its value. Companies like PCGS or NGC provide trustworthy grading services. Cut to example of a graded coin. Find a reputable buyer or auction house once graded. You can sell your coin through reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers, who specialize in rare coins. You could also find well-established coin dealers who are willing to pay top dollar for rare pennies. Know your coin's value. Be sure to research prices and get an estimate from multiple sources. Websites like eBay can help you gauge how much similar coins are selling for, but make sure you're comparing apples to apples. Check the grade and condition. To wrap things up, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of those rare finds that could change your life if you happen to stumble upon one. It's not just a penny. It's a piece of history, and it could be worth millions if you've got the right one in the right condition. So, take a look through your old coin jars, boxes, or even coin rolls from your local bank. You never know when you might come across this little treasure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any rare coins you want to talk about or have questions about selling, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your finds. We're going to dive into a penny that could make you a millionaire, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. This little coin, worth only 1 cent back in 1981, could be worth up to $2 million today. Now, most of us have seen the Lincoln cent, right? It's one of the most common coins in circulation. But the 1981 penny? That's where the mystery begins. You might be thinking, wait, a penny worth $2 million? How is that even possible? Well, it all starts with a small but crucial detail, the mint mark. Normally, you'd find a mint mark on the coin, either an D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But in 1981, a very small number of pennies were made without a mint mark. It's these rare, no-mint mark pennies that can sell for huge amounts of money. But why? Let's break it down. So, let's talk about rarity. The U.S. Mint made millions of pennies in 1981, but only a handful of them left the mint without that mint mark. This happened due to a mistake in the minting process. These pennies were accidentally struck without the proper markings, and that's why they're so rare. Show an image of a regular 1981 penny next to a 1981 no-mint mark penny. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity is king. And when a coin has a mistake, like the absence of a mint mark, it becomes a sought-after item for collectors. The 1981 no-mint mark penny is a perfect example of how an error can turn an ordinary coin into a fortune. Now, if you're wondering if you've got one of these rare pennies, here's how to identify it. First, check the year. It's got to be 1981, of course. Second, flip the coin over and look for the mint mark. If it's missing, meaning no D or S, then you've got yourself a no mint mark penny. Most importantly, make sure you inspect it carefully. These coins may look just like any other 1981 penny at first glance, but a missing mint mark means you've got something very special on your hands. If you're unsure, you can always take it to a professional appraiser or a coin dealer for confirmation. Okay, now let's talk about the big question. Why is this penny worth $2 million? Well, the value comes from a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. In fact, a coin's value depends heavily on its condition. A 1981 no mint mark penny in mint condition, meaning no scratches, dents, or wear, can fetch millions. And don't forget, rarity is a huge factor, too. When only a few of these pennies are known to exist, the price can skyrocket. For example, one of these 1981 no mint mark pennies was recently sold for over $2 million at an auction. That's because collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history, especially when it's as rare as this one. So, what if you have one of these pennies and you're thinking of selling it? First of all, congratulations. But before you rush to sell, here are a few tips. First, get your coin appraised by a professional. A certified coin dealer or a grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can help you determine its true value. Once you've got a grade for your coin, you can either sell it through an auction house, a reputable coin dealer, or even online marketplaces like eBay. But remember, selling rare coins can be tricky, so it's important to do your research and find a trustworthy buyer. To wrap it up, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that could potentially be worth millions. If you've got one of these in your collection, take good care of it, get it professionally appraised, and you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Show a close-up of a 1981 no mint mark penny with dollar signs appearing around it. Coin collecting is a fascinating hobby, and you never know when you might find a coin that could change your life. So, take a look through your old change jar, check those pennies, and who knows, you could be holding the next big treasure. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who might have old coins lying around. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll be diving into more rare coins that could be worth millions. Happy hunting! We're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins out there, the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny could be worth a jaw-dropping $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around to find out how you could be sitting on a gold mine. Now, let's get into it. The 1982 Lincoln penny was produced during a time of change for the U.S. Mint. In fact, this particular penny has a fascinating story behind it that most people, including even seasoned collectors, may not know. So, grab a seat, because by the end of this video, you might be pulling out your old coin jar and checking your pockets for something worth millions. You're probably familiar with the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny, right? It's a pretty common coin, produced in both copper and zinc compositions, depending on the exact time of year it was minted. But there's one special variety that's captured the attention of collectors and coin experts alike: the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Let me break it down for you. The United States Mint, which is responsible for making coins, has a history of placing mint marks on their coins. The mint mark indicates which facility produced that coin. In 1982, most of the pennies made were minted in Philadelphia, which is where the P mint mark would normally appear. But here's the twist. Some pennies from that year, specifically those that were struck in Philadelphia, lacked the mint mark entirely. At first glance, you might think this is just another penny from the 1982 batch, right? But in reality, the lack of a mint mark on this specific penny makes it extremely rare. In fact, out of the millions of pennies struck in Philadelphia that year, only a very small number didn't get their mint mark stamped. That small difference? It could be worth a fortune. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare variations. Coins with no mint marks from Philadelphia in 1982 are considered a minting error, something that happened due to a malfunction or oversight in the minting process. This rarity makes these pennies highly sought after, and they're not just worth face value anymore. If you happen to have one of these, especially in good condition, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars or even more. That's right. Depending on its condition, a 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny can range anywhere from a few $100s to $2 million. Yes, some have sold for over $1 million at auction. But how do you know if you've got one of these rare coins? Let's talk about that. First things first, check your coin. You'll want to inspect the date and the absence of a mint mark. A regular 1982 penny from the Philadelphia Mint will have no mint mark, but you need to look closely. Pennies from Denver or San Francisco that year will have a D or S mint mark. So, it's crucial to make sure you're looking at a true Philadelphia-made penny. Next, consider the coin's condition. A penny that's been through a lot of wear and tear probably won't fetch anywhere near its maximum value. But if you have a penny that's in great condition, like uncirculated or gem quality, then you've got a rare gem on your hands. Another thing to note is that some of these pennies have been authenticated by reputable grading services, like the Professional Coin Grading Service or PCGS. These services evaluate the coin's condition on a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins with grades of 65 or higher are in great demand, and that can boost the price significantly. Now, if you think you have one of these elusive 1982 no-mint mark pennies, it's time to sell it, but how do you go about that? There are a few great ways to sell coins, whether you're looking for a quick sale or want to maximize your profit. Online coin auctions are a popular option. Websites like eBay have thousands of coin collectors actively bidding on rare finds. But make sure you have your coin professionally graded before listing it. That way, you can showcase its condition and authenticate its rarity to potential buyers. Another option is to reach out to a professional coin dealer. Find a reputable dealer who specializes in rare coins. They'll have a good understanding of the market value of your coin and can give you a fair price. But be sure to do your research before selling to ensure you're getting a good deal. Lastly, if you want to get top dollar, consider attending a coin show. These events attract serious collectors, and you could find yourself in the midst of bidding wars over your 1982 no-mint mark penny. So, now that you know about the 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, its value, and how to sell it, the question is, do you have one of these rare pennies hiding in your collection? If so, now's the time to check those coins, get them graded, and start researching where you might be able to sell them. Remember, the value of these coins can vary, but the potential is huge. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends who might have old coins lying around. You never know. They might have a fortune on their hands. We're going to talk about one of the most exciting and potentially valuable pennies you might have sitting around in your spare change, the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. And guess what? This little penny could be worth up to $7 million. Yeah, you heard that right. $7 million. But you're probably wondering, how can a regular penny be worth so much? Well, stick with me as we dig into the story behind this coin, how it came to be, and why it's worth so much money. Plus, if you've got one of these in your collection, I'll show you exactly what to look for to verify if you've got a hidden treasure. And hey, if you're considering selling old coins, I've got some tips for that too. So, let's get started. The 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just any penny. In fact, most pennies you come across from that year won't be worth much more than face value, about 1 cent. But there's a rare error that makes this coin one of the most sought after in numismatic history. Here's where it gets interesting. The U.S. Mint typically stamps coins with a mint mark to indicate where they were produced, D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, and S for San Francisco. But for some reason, a small batch of pennies produced in Philadelphia in 1987 was released without the mint mark. Now, this might sound like a small mistake, but in the world of coin collecting, even the tiniest errors can make a big difference in value. Coins with missing mint marks are considered errors, and collectors will pay big bucks for them. And as it turns out, this error on the 1987 penny makes it one of the rarest of its kind. So, how does a penny like this one go from being worth 1 cent to potentially $7 million? Well, it all comes down to rarity and demand. In 1987, the US Mint made billions of pennies, but only a small number of them ended up with the missing mint mark. It's believed that fewer than 20 of these 1987 no-mint mark pennies were ever made. That's why they're so highly prized by collectors. Imagine finding a coin that was meant to be produced in one way, but due to a rare error, it ended up being completely different from all the others. It's like finding a hidden treasure. Now, the value of the 1987 no-mint mark penny can vary, but some have been sold at auction for an astronomical amount. One penny sold for a staggering $7 million. And this wasn't some special, famous auction. It was a private sale. So, if you've got one of these pennies, it could be your ticket to a huge payday. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I have one of these rare pennies sitting in my collection? Let's go over how you can identify if your 1987 penny is one of the elusive no-mint mark varieties. First, take a close look at the reverse of the penny. That's the side with Lincoln's image. You want to check for the absence of a mint mark. The mint mark should be located right beneath the date. If there's no mint mark there, congratulations, you might have a rare penny on your hands. Now, here's the thing. Not every 1987 penny without a mint mark is worth millions. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A coin in excellent condition, one with minimal wear and tear, sharp details, and no signs of damage, will fetch a much higher price than one that's worn down or damaged. Alright, so you think you might have a 1987 no-mint mark penny. Now what? The first thing you'll want to do is get it appraised. There are a couple of ways you can do this. Option 1 is to take it to a professional coin dealer. You can find these in your local area or online. A trusted dealer can give you a rough estimate of your coin's value and even buy it from you if they're interested. Option 2 is to have the coin professionally graded. There are companies like PCGS or NGC that specialize in coin grading. Having your coin graded means that experts will evaluate the condition of your coin, assign it a grade, and certify its authenticity. This can significantly increase its value when you decide to sell it. Finally, you can consider selling your coin at auction. High-end coins like the 1987 no-mint mark penny often sell for top dollar at coin auctions, where collectors from around the world can bid on them. Some auctions specialize in rare and collectible coins, so be sure to research the best options for your particular situation. Get it appraised first. Make sure you know what it's worth before selling. Consider getting it graded. A professional grade can help your coin sell for more. Research the market. Check out auction sites and dealers to see what similar coins are selling for. Don't rush. Take your time to find the best deal and the right buyer for your coin. Stay safe. Only work with reputable dealers or auction houses to ensure a fair transaction. So, there you have it. The 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth a small fortune. And now you know how to identify it and even sell it for top dollar. If you're sitting on a collection of old coins, make sure to check for rare and valuable finds like this one. It could be your ticket to a life-changing payday. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a coin collecting tip. And if you've got any questions or stories about your own rare coins, leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you all. We're talking about a very special coin that could change your life. I'm not kidding when I say this coin could be worth up to $3 million. That's right. The 1993 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? Worth $3 million? No way. Well, stick with me because I'm about to show you why this coin has such insane value and how you could be sitting on a gold mine if you have one. But before we dive into the details, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss out on any of the amazing coin content I have in store for you. Alright, let's start with a little history. The 1993 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny was part of the regular circulation of pennies made that year. It was produced at the Denver Mint, which is why it has the D-Mint mark on the reverse. But unlike other pennies from the same year, there's something that makes this one extraordinarily rare and valuable. You see, there was a small batch of these pennies made with a crucial flaw, a double die error. This error is what gives this coin its massive value. A double die error occurs when the die used to stamp the coin has a misalignment, causing certain parts of the design to appear twice, sometimes with slight shifts. On this penny, you might notice the double image of the date, 1993, or the lettering on Lincoln's memorial. These double die errors are incredibly rare and often lead to coins being worth way more than their face value, sometimes by hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about how you can spot this rare penny if you have one in your collection. The most obvious sign is the doubling on the date or the inscriptions. Look closely at the 9 in the year 1993. If you can see a slight double image or a shift in the text, that's the first sign of a double die error. Also, pay close attention to the word liberty and the "In God We Trust" inscriptions. If you spot any kind of doubling, it's a good indication that you might have one of these rare coins. Now, let's talk about the money. A normal 1993 D penny is worth just 1 cent, but a double die error penny can be worth a whole lot more. If you have one in good condition, you might be looking at thousands of dollars. But in mint condition, well, these can sell for upwards of $3 million at auction. I'm not exaggerating. Just imagine you could turn that pocket change into a small fortune. And it's not just a myth. Coins like this have sold for unbelievable amounts. And with the right buyer, your 1993 D penny could be the one that goes for the big bucks. So, what if you think you have one of these rare pennies? How do you sell it? First, you need to get your coin authenticated by a professional. The best way to do this is by sending it to a grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They'll verify the authenticity of the error and assign a grade to the coin. Once you have a certified coin, you can list it on auction sites like eBay or send it to a specialized coin auction house where collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for rare finds like yours. The key is to find the right buyer who understands the rarity and value of your coin. Okay, so you might not have the 1993 D penny, but don't worry, there are plenty of other coins worth a lot of money. For example, coins like the 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double die penny, and the 1914 D Lincoln penny have all sold for huge amounts. I've got videos on all of these, so make sure you check those out if you want to learn more. And remember, it's not just pennies. Old quarters, dimes, and even half dollars could be sitting in your collection, waiting to be discovered and sold for a fortune. You don't have to be an expert to start looking for these rare finds. Just a little patience and a keen eye for detail. Before you go, here are a few final tips. Always store your coins in safe, dry places, preferably in coin holders or albums to protect their value. And don't forget, if you find something valuable, don't rush to sell it. Take your time to research and get it properly evaluated. Who knows? That penny sitting in your jar could be worth more than you ever imagined. And if it is, I want to hear about it. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you plan on starting your own coin hunt. I'd love to know what you've got. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another coin-related video. We've got a mind-blowing topic. A coin that could make you a millionaire. Yes, you heard that right. We're diving deep into the mysterious 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that's worth up to $6 million. Now, I know this might sound too good to be true, but trust me, this penny has quite the story behind it. First, let's set the stage. Most people think of a penny as, well, just a penny. But there's a lot more to these small copper-plated coins than meets the eye. The 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, though minted in vast numbers, holds a secret that makes it far rarer and more valuable than any ordinary penny. Let's break it down. In 2006, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies with the typical D Mint mark representing Denver. But here's where it gets interesting. A very small number of these pennies were mistruck in a way that would make them extremely valuable. This is where the magic happens. You see, due to a rare die's misalignment, some 2006 D pennies were produced with a significant error, double dies, off-center strikes, and even minting defects. These errors were so rare that very few people even noticed them at first. Here's what you need to look for in a 2006 D penny to determine if you might have one of these rare, error-struck coins. Let's start with the double die error. This means that the coin was struck more than once, resulting in a noticeable doubling of the design on both the obverse, Lincoln's face, and reverse, the shield. See the extra layer of detail around Lincoln's eyebrow and the lettering? That's the kind of thing you want to keep an eye out for. Now, if you think you've found one of these coins, the first thing you should do is check for these key markers. Look for doubling or misalignment on the date or letters. Check the overall strike quality for blurriness. The weight of the coin can also give you some hints. If it feels lighter or heavier than usual, it could be an error. Back in the studio with the coin displayed on the table in front of them. Now, let's talk about why this coin is worth up to $6 million. Comes down to two things: rarity and demand. Out of the billions of pennies struck, less than 100 of these rare misstruck pennies are thought to exist in the wild. And because they're so rare, coin collectors are willing to pay huge amounts to own one. One of these pennies, in pristine condition, recently sold for a staggering $6 million at auction. That's more than most people will make in a lifetime, just for one penny. Now, you might be asking, how can I tell if my 2006 penny is one of these multi-million-dollar coins? The easiest way to start is by using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to closely inspect your penny. If you spot the error, it's time to take the next step. Once you've identified a potential error penny, you need to get it appraised by a professional coin dealer or a certified numismatist. They can confirm if it's a legitimate error coin, and if it is, they'll help you understand its true market value. Keep in mind, condition matters. Coins in mint or near-mint condition are far more valuable than those with damage or heavy wear. So, you've found a rare coin. What's next? Selling a coin worth millions requires some careful steps to ensure you get the best price. Start by researching trusted auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. They specialize in rare coin auctions, and they've been known to handle high-value pieces like these. Always be cautious of online marketplaces unless you know the seller is reputable. Make sure you have your coin properly authenticated, and if you're serious about selling, consider hiring an appraiser to guide you through the process. Many times, rare coins are sold at auction, where collectors from around the world can bid for them. Auctions can bring top dollar, but it's essential to know the market and have an expert by your side. Alright, if you've been lucky enough to come across one of these rare 2006 mint Mark Lincoln pennies, you might be sitting on a small fortune. But remember, when it comes to selling valuable coins, knowledge is power. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment with any rare coins you've found or questions you have. We love hearing from you. And as always, keep on searching for those treasures in your change.